Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I'm really excited to bring you from our friends at Card Making Magic these wonderful stamp and die sets. These are called Festive Portals. Let me go through each one of these. This is the oval poinsettia Festive Portals collection, the square snowflakes, the baubles Festive Portals, the hexagon tree, the star candles, and the arched snowman. I can't wait to show you what my friend Debbie and I did with these collections. They were so fun and they have lots of great tools in them. So come play with us. All right, so let's start off with the Star Candles Festive Portals collection. This is one that my friend Debbie made. It is so beautiful. She used for her background papers, this is new from hot off the press, poinsettia passion, as well as the coordinating cardstock. And she started off by covering her card with this beautiful, holographic gold star paper. It's like, wow, but when you cover it and you're showing these little peaks of it right here, and she even die cut this image from that, fantastic. So let me show you what comes in the star set. We like to use 5 by 6.5 inch cards here at Paper Wishes, and of course they're always available to purchase. And so this die, we noticed these dies are from the UK, and the UK, God bless you, love to make great big joyful cards, and in America we like to make them a little bit smaller just because of postage rates. So we did notice that this die right here is a little larger than our card, and this is the one that she used to cut her poinsettia passion mat with right here. And let me grab my ruler. So this is about 6 3/4 by 4 7/8. And so this one needed to get cut down just slightly. So once Debbie used this for her die cut shape, she just sliced a little bit off of that right edge, and then it fit her card perfectly. Of course, there's no problem with the rest of the dies, but that's just a little cheat for you there. So then she used one of her stars here to go ahead and cut a window in her card front. And if you have it, since this is a 6.5 inch card, you would need a large format die cutting machine like a Gemini electronic die cutter or a Big Shot Plus, which both have 9 inch wide platforms. However, if you have a 6 inch wide platform, all you would need to do with this is take your star, here we go, take your star, put this on the card front, wrap this around, and then run it through your card. We'd like to put a little sheet of cardstock or something in between the die and the back. And as you can see, she's got a nice little star print back there. That's how we know that that's what Debbie did with her 6 inch wide machine. All right, so there's a little cheat for you. So that gives you the window. And then she cut this large star from green paper or green cardstock from the poinsettia passion. And then this one right here, she cut from the star paper again and glued that one over the top of the other, centered that over that star window. And then she die cut her Merry Christmas from this beautiful tomato red suede paper. If you're not familiar with suede paper, it's fabric that is backed with paper, and it is wonderful. It's velvety suede paper. And then she glued that right over the front there. And then she did some stamping on this with the stamping set that comes with this, okay? The stamp set, she used these beautiful drop down stars. They're like on little strings. And she stamped that using, of course, a clear embossing pad and this wonderful gold tinsel embossing powder. Just lots of wonderful sparkle. And then she added these little candles right here, of course, and die cut those and then foamed those to the card corner. Very, very cute. All right, let me tidy up here. I have so much to show you today. I'm just gonna stick all of these in here so I don't have a problem later. There we go. Oops. All right, thank you for your patience. Okay, so we'll put that over here. Now we've got another great card. This one, oops, uses the same, come on, Lene, here we go. All right, so here we've got an easel card. Just stands up right like that. So cute. And this one uses the Hexagonal Trees Festive Portal collection. And for this one, this is a 6-inch square card available from Hunky Dory. We have it at Paper Wishes. And this one used this die, which fits perfectly on that 6-inch square card. And also this is using the Poinsettia Passion, this great, beautiful sort of golden ivory background. And then I went ahead and I stamped this cute little ivy in the corner right there and colored those in with tri-blend markers. These are by Spectrum Noir, and I used dull green and dark red. And I should mention that we love to use, of course, ink pads that don't make that alcohol ink smear. So we like to use, also by Spectrum Noir, this is alcohol proof dye ink, and this is just a nice noir black. And then we've got the Memento Tuxedo Black, and these are both water-based inks, so they do not react with alcohol, okay? And so then I die cut this great background from black paper, and then this beautiful wreath from this wonderful sort of green patterned paper, powdered cardstock from that same Poinsettia Passions. The center part right here with that little clock, little watch rather, this little pocket watch, I cut that from some of the Poinsettia Passions paper that has this great little pocket watch on it. And I just die cut that for my center. And then I used some of these great little stems and leaves, trying to avoid making a big mess again. Right like that from light green cardstock, and then I just inked them a little bit with dark green evergreen ink. And there's even a die cut little Christmas tree I put there. And then when I cut these little berries right here and the greeting, I used both red and gold glitter cardstock, available new at Paper Wishes. These are fantastic. You know, and these sheets go such a long way. When I was die cutting these, I kept every little scrap of it, because you never know, you can use them for little tiny berries and all kinds of things. So that is great fun. And then on the inside of my card here, I had to make a little something for my easel to stand on. So I did a little section of leaves and berries like I did here, and then I just took a little knot right there of the glimmer ribbon, which came from the red ribbon set, and I just made a little knot right there so it gave it something to lean against. This bottom edge right here, I used the stamps to do this collection of Christmas trees, rather not Christmas trees, a forest of trees, and I just stamped them repeatedly along the bottom edge. And then I just took some little daubers right here, and I used evergreen and olive green ink, and I just did little smudges of color on them. Didn't worry about really staying in the lines with those, and then stamped Christmas hugs right there. All right, now, oh, this next one is so cute. Debbie made this adorable snowman card. This one is from the Arch Snowman Festive Portals. Isn't that adorable? And Debbie used some acetate right here in her card. This is Snowfall acetate. Her card here is, where'd you put your ruler? It's right here. There we go. So this card is actually 4.5 inches by 6.5 inches. So here we go. She went ahead and used just this arch right here, and she die cut that from another glitter cardstock that we have. This one right here is mixed blue, and it's beautiful, and you can't really tell with the camera and the lighting, but it's blue and gold and looks like a little bit of almost a purpley color in here. It's really, really spectacular. So she cut that, and then she covered her card with silver linen cardstock, and then used one of these great arches right here and did that little fold over trick where she could fold that over and run it through her machine, and then glued some acetate behind that, okay, and then glued this topper right on top of that. She used the silver linen and all these little snowflake dies and glued those here. She also used this cute little snowman, oh he's adorable, and colored him in with some Spectrum Noir pens, just die cut him from white cardstock, and then used that cute little scarf die to do her little, decorate her little thing there. And then on the inside, she used different color ink pads and then created her little snowman family using the little coordinating die set here. Aren't they sweet? And colored those in with Spectrum Noir pens. She also used colored ink pads. She might have actually just used the same colors to color those in, now that I think about it. But anyway, I just think this card looks so cute with this great window cut in there. Oops, there we go. All right, I've got one more card to show you. So finally here we have got oval festive portals. And for this one, oops, I'm going to start off with a 6.5 by 5 inch card. We're just going to build this. So this festive portals has all of these lovely pieces in it. There we go. And once again, this, there we go. This was a little bit too long, okay? The 6.5 inch die was a little bit too long. Rather, our 6 inch card and our 6 3/4 inch die. So I went ahead and die cut it from the cardstock, the Poinsettia Passion card, solid cardstock, and I just trimmed away just a little bit from this side, okay? And that gave me this right here. And I inked the edges with a little bit of evergreen ink, used the stamp set, these great little cluster of holly, and just stamped that in the corner. And then I used dull green blend and dark red blends, tri-blend markers to color those in. And here, maybe we can zoom in a little bit on this, Steve. I started off with the darker color right here and did my coloring towards the base with the darkest color, and then went to the medium and just went up a little bit like that, and then the lightest color just blended that in as well. And because you're already starting off with green paper, it doesn't take a whole lot of ink to color. All right, so let's get our Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue. That is our favorite glue. I think we're a little too close, Steve. Maybe we can zoom out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna glue that right there. Right, and then we're gonna take, we have a couple of different mats here. We have this background mat that you could put right here, and I went ahead and die cut it from white cardstock. It was a little too large for what I was going to do with my little stamped section, so I'm not going to use this mat, but I wanted to show you that all of the dies come with this great sort of backing mat for each of the larger pieces. And for this particular one right here, this wonderful oval, I used the gold glitter cardstock once again. And we're going to glue that right to the center. All right, and then I've got all kinds of goodies here that I put in my little sheet protector. All right, so then we've got these two dies. This one cuts the outside of the oval, this one cuts the little dots, so you use those together to make this one. You know, I really don't like how I glued down this frame. It's just not connecting. Normally I would like to use sticky specks, which are great for an intricate die like this. But to be honest with you, I forgot to grab it off my desk. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and just make sure these spots that are kind of sticking up don't get caught on the inside of the card. There we go. There, much more happy with that. Always make sure when you do something like that that your card opening is still at the bottom. Do you know how many times I've twisted my card around on my desk and I get all done and my card opening is at the top? Have you ever done that? That's just, oh, that's aggravating. All right, so now we're going to take this one right here and I die cut that from another piece of the Poinsettia Passion solid cardstock. I went ahead and took the stamped greeting just for you, and I know I wanted to put a collection of flowers on the left side, so I stamped it towards the right. Oops, forgot I foam taped that. Let's take off those little bits. We're just going to foam tape that to the center there. All right, and then we've got all of these little dies that make these poinsettia and these leaves, okay? These great little pieces. So I have two different options here. I actually stamped these poinsettias and I colored them in with the tri-blend marker with the dark red, coloring the center a little more dark and then the outside pieces a little lighter. And then I just did a little gold Stickles glitter glue in the center and just let that dry. Now we can arrange those just like this. As you can see, I use these two sizes right there. And then I've got some of the leaves from this die right here. And I die cut those from green and then just added a little bit of dark green ink pad, and we could tuck those in like that. There we go. We could tuck those around like that. But I also wanted to show you what these particular poinsettia dies, how they worked with this as well. So you've got both kinds that you can use. And they are just a little bit bigger than the stamps. So you could just layer those right like that. And I think I'm going to stick with the die cut ones. So let me show you how they work. So I've got my little red die cut poinsettia, and I've got some ball tools right here. These are great flower forming tools. I'm going to use the smallest one. And I like to turn them so that they're face down. And I just do a little sort of rub, a little stir on each petal so that they start to make a little cup shape, a little concave shape like this. And each poinsettia took 4 pieces, 2 of each size. All right, now we're going to start with the 2 largest ones and put just the smallest amount of glue there and overlap them so that the leaves are offset. Okay, just like that. And we're going to do the same with the 2 smaller ones. All right, now you have these 2, we're going to overlap them. Just like that. And then for the 2 smaller, if you want to make 2 smaller ones, mine are both large, you could just do the small ones. Okay, now we're going to take this little tool and we're going to push that down like that so that it dries. When the glue dries, everything sort of lifts the other direction. Okay, and it's necessary to do those 2 steps so that your leaves are curling this way when we did the first step, and then when you push it down, everything pops up like that. And then of course you just glue the little center piece right there, and I cut that out of the gold glitter as well. All right, and then here I've got these great little leaves, little vines. We're going to put those right here. Going to overlap them. And these I want to kind of stick out a little bit. I don't want them to connect all the way down. And then we're going to take these little holly leaves, and you just want to make sure everything connects as you're placing it, layering it. Layering is the key. If you want a really elegant looking card, I find the layering part is the key. And I'm going to actually move this one. I'm going to actually cut this part of the stem off. Oh dear. Because I want to tuck it in a little bit more. There we go. Now once I get that part done, I want to tack it down just a little bit more. There we go. All right, so the inside has this great Merry Christmas die, and you could just take that and put that right on the inside. So you guys, we've got a great money saver on all of these die and stamp sets. As you can see, pretty comprehensive as far as getting everything covered as far as your celebratory needs for the holidays. So I'm trying to find all my cards. Did I stash them? There we go. So anyway, we've got a great money saver. Just check on the right-hand side of our page if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page. And of course, we've got our products used drop-down menu below the video where you can see everything I showed you, the tools, the glue, absolutely everything. You can also buy the die stamp sets individually. And if you're watching us on YouTube, we haven't forgotten about you. Just check us out below the video. There's a link that'll take you to the paperwishes.com webisode page. You'll see everything I just mentioned. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. It helps people to find our channel, and subscribe because we do 3 to 5 videos a week, and I would hate for you to miss any of them. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.